What's up? Let me turn it off. That is not what it means. A great it's a thing in the background. All right, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, y'all. Welcome to another episode of The Size Up. I'm your girl, Big Skills, right? And I got my homie Wendy with me today. Oh, Lord. The braids are all over the place here. Again, yet in my pajamas, but my hair is done, so you know, hey. Good afternoon, evening, whatever you want to say. Just wanted to start off by saying happy Founders Day to my alma mater, Jackson State University, 145 years old. Today, October the 23rd, 1877 is when we were founded initially as Natchez Seminary. Just want to put that out there right now because it's our Founders Day. And just wanted to welcome you guys to another episode of Size Up. I'm gonna kick it off with a couple of good news, shine stories, if you will. First, I want to give a shout out to Shirley Ralph and Shelly Ann Fraser Price. They've received one of Jamaica's highest honors, and this is coming from Because of Them We Can. They have had an amazing 2022 year. Shirley Ralph got her first Emmy this year. Breakout role on Abbott Elementary, which I faithfully watch every week because it is hilarious. That principal ain't no joke. I just want y'all to know she is hilarious. But they got the national, annual national honors and awards ceremony at the King's House. They were presented with the Order of Jamaica. The fourth rank honor in the Order of Presidents is awarded to any Jamaican citizen of outstanding distinction or upon any distinguished citizen of a country other than Jamaica. Honorary members. Members of the order are styled honorable and are entitled to place letters OJ after their name. And the motto of the order is for a covenant of the people. So Shirley got that, as well as Sherry. They like Shelly Ann Fraser Price. So congratulations to them. I'm very, very proud. I'm still reeling. What are you watching?
Hold on, I'm looking at the NFL scores. Let's go ahead.
Oh yeah. Shout out to all my teams won. Let me just start with that.
No, finish what you were talking about. Then we talk about that.
I am. All my teams won. I'm start there. But congratulations to those two ladies. They got that honor. I'm super excited about that. All of my teams won this weekend. I am extremely grateful. Cowboys won today against the Detroit Lions. DeJuan Hendricks.
Oh, 49ers lost.
Oh.
23.
DeJuan. Well, I'm going to say DeJuan. I think, he does his teams over who's gonna win this week, and Detroit has the worst record in the league now, if I'm not mistaken.
He's hating on the Cowboys. That's why he always says whoever.
I know what it is. You should have just been honest. You should have made an honest post today, man. That's all I'm saying.
Now, all I need is for the Steelers to lose. It will be a perfect week.
It would be a perfect beginning. My dad would be hurt, poor guy, but it would be a perfect week. So Jackson State, of course, won. We beat Campbell. I don't know what their whole name is because I had never heard of them before last year. So we beat them on yesterday for our homecoming. And then my baby's homecoming game was yesterday. Their score was 50-0. He got 2 touchdowns off of 2 picks. He's a defensive player. He plays linebacker. He was
okay. Go Jalen, go.
So shout out to the Brownsville Broncos. They closed out their season. That was the last regular season game for them. So they are 6-1. Great season. Now they're gearing up for the playoffs. So let's get far, boys. I'm super excited. I'm be cheering from the bed because I got out of bed yesterday, went to his game, and understood that right after that game, I had to go on to the house because I was in so much pain. It's just not fun for me anymore.
It isn't.
But I am so
Um,
excited. I'm very, very excited about the game and everything. I'm excited about the week that was had for Jackson State. Super excited about that. Great and awesome weekend. Shout out to Yari Shahidi, who is now a graduate of Harvard University. I'm super excited for that young lady. She
Congratulations, young lady.
Yes, she has done it at out while acting. Okay. Still she did not have a big role this past season on Grownish, but she did appear in some episodes of Grownish. Not only that, and she's also now the executive producer over there at Grownish. Shout out to her. However, she's been in school this whole time while she's taking on her role at Grownish, and then still popping in for episodes of Blackish and during their last season or during their past seasons while she was away at school and Grownish. So shout out to her for achieving that goal. Tina Turner gets her own Barbie doll. It on the 40th anniversary of What's Love Got to Do with It. And let me tell you something, this doll cute, y'all. I want this hair. It is so very, very cute. I am super excited. Barbie and Mattel are bringing out more of the black Barbie dolls. So I'm super excited to see that Misty Copeland has a Barbie doll. If I'm not mistaken, Michelle Obama does. They have been doing more Barbie dolls culturally.
Let me
More
look it up. Hold on one second.
Okay, go ahead. More culturally appropriate Barbie dolls. My mom would not get us white Barbie doll. Like I couldn't have a white Barbie doll when I was a kid. Uh,
I had a white Barbie doll, a black Barbie doll.
I couldn't have white. My
I
mama
had
was buying us the black dolls. My mom, whenever she got Barbie dolls, it was always a black one. She got them for her birthday as she became older. That's the story behind it. And then I also have a aunt who had a black Barbie doll collection. Like it was
they
just
got a
amazing.
Maya Angelou
Maya
doll.
Angelou Barbie doll.
Let's see the Tina Turner one. They do have a Vera Wang. Their holiday Barbie. It comes either black, white, or Hispanic.
Got you. But I'm just
Hold on,
talking
let me
about the
see.
ones that are fashioned
They have,
after.
right. They have a Rosa Parks Barbie
I didn't
doll.
know they had a Rosa Parks Barbie doll.
Uh-huh. There's a Rosa Parks out. There's a Madam C.J. Walker doll out. Um, there is the Marvel Black Panther Wakanda Forever series.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
You can get that at Target, and it is for $49. I think I need to get back into doll collecting.
I want to get the Funko
They
Pops too. We
they
talked about that.
they have Ella Fitzgerald.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. No, they got a curvy Barbie doll. Whatever. Oh, they got this midnight tuxedo Barbie, and she's beautiful in black. They got an Ida B. Wells.
Okay.
Um, okay, I told you Maya Angelou. That's all I see.
Okay. It's more because like I said, Mr. Copeland has one, if I'm not mistaken, and I could have sworn Michelle Obama had one, and that thing sold out quick, fast, and in a hurry. I could be wrong, but I thought. Okay, so shout out to Tina. Super excited about her doll. I actually just saw the performance that she did with Beyonce. They just like reposted it recently. When she and Beyonce did Rolling on the River, Proud Mary
Mm-hmm.
performance. And she was still getting it on stage at her age, at that time. So I'm super excited for that. Lena Horne Theater will be unveiling November the 1st in New York. I would like to see that, and I want to see what the first play is gonna be on the stage there. So I'm super excited for that. I think that's all I got on the good news stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm still
I think
looking.
we're gonna. I think we'll stop right there. You fine. We I mean, it is what it is with the dolls, but I'm super excited for that. I can't wait to see, like I said, the first play that they're gonna do at the theater. And I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, James Earl Jones is supposed, one of the theaters uh on Broadway is also going to be renamed for James Earl Jones as well. And that's coming
Mm.
up real soon. So I think it's amazing. These people have meant so much to the community, the arts community, and for the creatives, has meant so much. And now that they're getting their just due and their flowers and that sort of thing, I think it's super, super, super amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Reality. Wendy,
Reality.
I'm gonna let you take the wheel on this, because you know I have just been engulfed in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills drama. I watched the reunion part 2. I didn't watch part 1. I was definitely disappointed. I know that they're
Hold
gonna delve
on.
a little bit more in part 3.
But, but did you see the look on Garcelle's face? I'm telling you guys, yes, she was hurt. She was disgusted, hurt, but also she really wanted to come up and smack some ladies. I would say the other word, but you know, I'm trying not to curse so much, because you know we saw. But Lisa Rinna, she is out of control. Um, and
She
it
blamed her
and
mom's death on that.
yes, but see, but then what's the excuse for the other times? If you would have seen her when she first came, she went after Kimberly, Kim
Richards.
Richards. She went after Kim Richards. She went after Yolanda Hadid. She went after Lisa Vanderpump. You know, she tried to go after Garcelle so many times, but you know, and it trips me out that every time if Garcelle asks a question, why are you so aggressive with this? Why?
Right.
Why you? Well, I mean, I don't understand the aggression. She's like, I'm not being aggressive, cause it was an episode. They was at, I think it was towards the end. I think it was a season finale, and there was that Cal's event, something like that. And Diana was trying to talk to Garcelle about something, and Garcelle was just looking at her like, "Okay, woman, please," but you know the other word.
Mm-hmm.
And so Lisa was like, "Are you hearing her? Like, are you hearing what she's saying?" But not even addressing Diane's aggression towards Garcelle. But she
Mm-hmm.
was like, but you know, they're up Garcelle's, I mean Garcelle's, but Diana's butt, because Diana got money. She has a private jet, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You know. And so she was like, what do you expect from me to hear? And Lisa was like, well, why are you so aggressive? I see aggression. She said, I'm not aggressive. That's how I see it. She's like, what do you see, Lisa? I see fear. Like, what do Garcelle have something to? I mean, I don't understand. What did Garcelle have to be afraid of?
How are you
Nothing.
aggressive and you're fearful all in the same thing? I don't get that either.
No.
How?
And so this is what pisses me off. So apparently it was Lisa Trash that the book was in. My
Mm-hmm.
thing is this: you bought the book, so as long as you bought the book, that's still money going in my pockets. You can do whatever you want to. You can trash it, burn it, do whatever. I still get the money that you bought with it. And you know, Erica got mad because she mentioned, because the reason why Erica got mad is because to promote her book, she had posted the clip about telling Erica, I don't need for you to look bad. You don't need me to look bad.
You can
You
look
can you
bad
can
by
do that by
yourself.
yourself. And that's when she reposted it, because she was mad at that. Okay, so Lisa was mad at her because apparently in the first edition of Garcelle's book, she had retold the story about them talking about Amelia. They had already discussed it on the show. She was talking and she asked Lisa, do you think you dancing half naked on Instagram can also be a cause of your daughter's body issues? That's all she said, and all she did was talk about that part. She didn't talk about it in a negative sense. She was just explaining, you know, what was going on at that
Right.
moment. So Lisa took it like, okay, you going after my child. You saying something negative about her, which she wasn't. So Lisa called her lawyers. Her lawyers called Garcelle's manager, business manager. They took it out the book. They took it out the audio book as well. Okay. And then after they talked about that, Andy decides, okay, we don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's talk about the recycling. Like the recycling was more important than them throwing her book in the
away.
trash.
That wasn't cool. That was dirty.
And so you could see the look on her face,
right?
The anger and the tears that she hold back,
right?
And my thing is this: it is not because she was sad. It was because she wanted to whoop a girl's back, whoop somebody back. However, let me finish. However, she did not want to look like the angry Black woman. Like, you know how they like to portray us, the angry Black woman, the aggressive Black woman. And I kid you not, if they tried this on anybody from Potomac or Atlanta, Lisa would have been drugged. Drug.
Let me also say this, and I've said it before. We need to stop wanting to be a part of their stuff. Because at the end of the day, I'm not saying you're not going to go through it on the Black shows. Please don't get me wrong. But we put ourselves and we beg, and I'm not saying Garcelle begged for this opportunity. I'm not saying
I believe they came to her because
I'm sure they came to her.
They needed somebody
because they get flack about not having diversity. On the cast. But my thing is, what good is having the diversity when everybody's not respected on the same level playing? I'm sorry. I know Mary Cosby is crazy. I promise to God, she is crazy. And she's good TV. I like to laugh at her because she is crazy. However, the way those women all attacked her, only to find out that the lady she had a problem with was actually truly a racist at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's those things that bother me on a constant and consistent basis. We agreed to become a part of these platforms so these people can, excuse my French, shit on us. Like,
and then they had the Ebony woman from New York. They try to blame her for their tanking season.
Right. Which all she did was say y'all being racist. This all she did was say y'all are being straight up racist. And you are. You're being racist. So
and then also at the reunion, Crystal was like, and towards the end of that episode, Garcelle had to let them know, even though I don't think y'all are racist, some of y'all undertone may come out as being racist, and y'all just don't know enough. And then when Christian tried to say, and that's how I was feeling about the Sutton situation, he go, Cal, let's not do that.
So tell me what happened with that, because I didn't have any context to pick a side either way.
Okay, so Sutton had a conversation a season or two ago with Crystal, and she was talking about a time where her child was in the pool with a Black child, a Chinese child, or something like that. But it was the undertone of it. I don't think Crystal Sutton mean it as a racist type of thing, but it comes out as racist. You could have just said with children. You didn't have to specify the race of the children. Right. And so, okay, that was one thing. And so Crystal was like, that's how I kind of felt. But, talking to Sutton, she understands and we understand each other. And then, too, this girl has body dysmorphia. She's bulimic and anorexic at the same time. So she got an eating disorder. So they went somewhere, I forgot where they went, and Sutton just barged in Crystal's room to give Crystal her coat, and Crystal was naked. And she said she felt violated. Well, this woman did feel violated because she had body dysmorphia. She was naked. She didn't want nobody to see her naked.
Mm-hmm.
And so they was like, you're making it bigger than what it is and stuff like that. But you have to understand the undertone of what she is going through. She does not really like to see herself naked. She don't want nobody to see her naked.
Right.
And so they was going down on her about that because they was like, she just trying to hand you the coat, but I was naked.
Right.
And so that's what that count derives from.
Right. So I get that. Okay, I get that. I see how she could have felt that way that she felt, and the undertones. And people say, "I have black friends," or "I have this," or "I have that," or
"Oh, you're pretty for a black girl."
I hate that because we do it to each other. You know what I'm saying? You
I
cute
just say you're
dark
gorgeous,
skin girl.
You're gorgeous, dark, light, white, black.
Right. Period.
If I think you're gorgeous, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna say you're gorgeous for a white girl.
Yeah. So
that sounds
all
really
of
bad.
that, all of that to me, I think is an undertone. And you may not mean anything by it, but it doesn't make it any less hurtful. You know what I'm saying? So I think what we have to do is watch what we're doing, but they do it constantly over and over again.
So now this is the new thing that's coming out. Okay, so it's been some more Instagram wars between Kathy and Renna. And you remember how Renna was saying keep children out of it. Okay, there's two things. One is those bots that was in charge of
the post for Jax.
The post. They're saying allegedly somebody said that his name Patrick somebody, I don't have his full name. It's alleged that Lisa Rinna's business publicist paid him to hire those bots.
Right.
Number one. Number two, doing this on this Twitter and Instagram wars, how come Renna posted something about Paris Hilton being SA? You know what I'm talking about, SA, right? Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat, the private chat.
Okay.
And it was all Kathy's fault.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then she put it down immediately. So I don't think Renna's gonna be on the next season of Beverly Hills Housewives because she's too much of a liability for them. And people saying, "Ooh," and then going on looking at the feeds on Twitter because I love this. So Andy put, "Good morning, everybody." Folks was dogging Andy. One of them said, "Nene was right about you." I was like, "What?"
Let me say
some of these tweets. Hold on one second.
I don't care. I do not care how bad of attitude Nene had. I do not care how much people don't like Nene. Nene was telling the truth. They paid her money to keep her mouth closed.
He got one comment on this good morning tweet. "Andy, you were not neutral at this reunion. You need to leave your friendships with Lisa and Erica at the door when hosting another Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. You were there laughing with them while the cast is divided and you are not helping. You didn't call out your friend Lisa."
Right.
And then I said, real true friends call them out on their BS. I know my friends do. That's what I had to reply on that because that was weird. Then it says, "Good morning, Andy. Have you acknowledged the backlash you received over the way you treated Garcelle at the reunion, laughing with Erica Jane and Renna about her book in the trash? You need to watch it back and see how hurt she was holding back her tears." Another one said, "This tweet is proof enough that he does not care about what Black women think about his racist bias. As Black women, we keep consuming things that clearly don't respect us. The whole cast would have been up in an uproar had Giselle spoke to the white cast members' child like that." One of them said, "I am disappointed in your treatment of Garcelle during reunion number 2. You joined with Brenna and Erica laughing about throwing her book in the trash and
Right.
joking about recycling instead of addressing the real issue.
Mm-hmm.
This was disrespectful of Garcelle's feelings. I mean, and it goes on and
And
on
on
and
and on.
on and
And
on.
he's a
Garcelle,
part of the problem.
mm-hmm,
I would like to see another host for the reunions.
mm-hmm,
I like
yeah,
Nicki Minaj coming in and
because
being the
Nikki
host.
was on Giselle.
I love Nicki Minaj being the host. I think, and I'm gonna say this again. I am an advocate. You said you don't know who Funky Geneva is, and that's fine. I am an advocate for Funky Geneva. That's who I'm an advocate for. He gonna ask the questions that need to be asked. He sat in Marceau and Letitia's restaurant on
Mm-hmm,
Love and Marriage Huntsville and held them accountable for her mama, because her mama has been reckless in that whole situation. They had a fight or
mm-hmm,
a thing that shut down recording because her
mm-hmm,
mom is making live posts and steady throwing jabs, and she keeps bringing up Martell and Melody's kids, and so that caused a whole thing. And he said your mama was the cause of it. She
mm-hmm,
has to be stopped. Like, your mama don't need to be a part of this show. You bring your mama into an opportunity. Your mom has
mm-hmm,
been the cause of a lot of the disagreements, the disarray on the show. She's the cause
mm-hmm,
of it. Her mom has taken a show that was supposed to be about one thing and turned it into a love and hip hop type show. You know what I'm
and then what
saying?
show you talking about?
Look at I Love Mary Huntsville. You don't watch it, but
Mm-mm. Okay,
Martell,
yeah. Oh no.
Martell and
Okay.
Melody's kids keep being brought up on the lives. So that's the thing. The whole point in that is that she needs kids are not kids are supposed to be off limits. Okay, they
Mm-hmm.
already got. I feel like all the children whose parents are on reality TV shows should automatically get a free counseling session for the rest of their life, because they have to go back. This is never going away. They got to go back and
Mm-hmm.
see how your mom and daddy acted a fool on national TV throughout the years. Their friends are probably already talking about it at school. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like they're gonna be in counseling for years to come. I really do. They're gonna have the money that their parents, made off of these shows and maybe whatever investments or whatever that they did, but they're gonna be in counseling for the rest of their lives because your mom and daddy got on TV and acted a fool. So now I also got a whole nother set of issues with a lady who got a problem with my mom and daddy, and she talking about
Mm-hmm.
me. Things like that. You got to, and we can't. I don't want to be a part of a platform, right? A platform where I'm steady having to fight my castmates and I ain't did nothing to them. Now, if I did something to you, you got a problem with me. That's one thing. I ain't did absolutely. I've done nothing to you, but every time I turn around, I'm your punching bag. That's not right.
Mm.
That's not what that ain't what we need. No, absolutely not. So
Well, I had something else to add. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Go. Hold on. It was something else that went on too. I should have wrote it down because you
you
was in
should
the road too.
we have to actually write um
Because it
we
was
need to
something
really keep
juicy.
notes,
It
especially
was
when we're
something
watching the
really
show.
juicy. It was something really, really juicy.
Did you want to talk about?
Okay, what I do is if I remember it, I'll put it in the private chat.
Okay, did you want to talk about this little college situation? I don't really care. I don't care because I feel like every
Well,
time somebody cheat on them, it's their karma. I just feel that way.
mhm.
Uh,
Well, allegedly, Kylie Jenner is the side chick. Whoever this role woman is, she's been in the picture since 2013.
right.
And so, and then the girl has receipts. It's all on TikTok. The
Yeah.
girl has receipts. Wherever she is, guess who's there? Travis.
Mm-hmm.
And she has specific details showing to make sure that, okay, I'm going to link this to this now. I'm not making this up. And of
Right.
course, the Jenner camp, the Kardashian Jenner camp is trying to put it off as the girl Roe, something Roe. Okay, now I know who I need to talk about. Okay. Okay. Don't let me forget that. Okay. Don't let me forget that. Okay.
Keep going.
Um.
I forgot all about that. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Okay. So now the girl is like she's over it with Travis, and Travis still trying to get with her, having his people contacting her to look. Travis don't want to end things with you. He wants to still talk with you. She's like, I'm over it because y'all making it seem like I'm the liar, that I'm the
Right.
crazy
And
person.
I'm not. And
But
that's not the case.
I was you're with someone that you really don't want to be with. And then she had really mentioned how with the thing at the Houston Dome thing,
Astro
that Astro World or something, that he really didn't want to be with Callie then, but he needed her to make it look like he was a family man.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he and Kylie weren't together during that Astro World incident, from my
But
understanding.
she was there. But
Still
she was
came to
there.
the concert.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Nick
Now,
Cannon, for all of those who know who got babies, I got another baby on the way right now. Nick Cannon, I saw him doing a post, or saw him on somebody's post today, talking about how a grown man is having sex with a 15-year-old woman. And so he was referring to Tiger, who of course was with
Kylie.
he was with Kylie when she was 15 years old. And they talked about that and discussed that whole situation and how that's a problem, but nobody he was like, if you're gonna call everybody out, call everybody out. You talk about Bill Cosby, you talk about R. Kelly, you talk about all these people who are controversial, Harvey Weinstein, all these people, but because this little white girl wanted this grown man, your mama didn't say nothing about it, that she let you prostitute yourself with this grown man. You 15 years old. What you messing with a 25-year-old man for? Like, what? Explain to me why that's a thing and why that was okay. He had a point. He's probably like half of the world, but he had a point. If you're gonna call him out, call everybody out that has that issue or their problem. Call them out. But yeah, I think they need to stop and they need to take a look at everything wholeheartedly. I think is really ridiculous that that this is what it's come to. Y'all are trying to ruin people's lives because this is the person that you want to be with, and he's going along with it. I'm not gonna just put that on the Jenner Kardashian crew. He can say no. He could just be her baby daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He could just be her baby daddy.
Now, getting to Glorilla, because I actually saw the piece. I went on Media Takeout and I saw the piece
about the foxes.
So about the foxes. Okay, so they're saying, how stupid she is and everything. How she comes from I know. How she comes, in a school system that is 95% deficiency and stuff like that. Blah,
so let's
blah,
talk
blah,
about
blah,
Memphis City schools. Let's talk about
yes.
this. They're talking about Memphis City schools. Okay.
Right.
Go ahead.
And so apparently they was talking about in London, they have a problem with foxes.
Right.
Okay. Now I know foxes are real. I know foxes are real, but some people who've never seen foxes may not know. I'm like, we live in Memphis, Tennessee. We don't have a fox problem. I don't believe.
I ain't never seen a fox a day in my life.
I've never seen a fox a day in my life. And so I would not discount her not knowing, because she's like, they real. This is what she said. She looked at me, she said, they real. Y'all actually got foxes here. That's what she was like. You know how she be looking
like dogs. They walk around like
dogs. And then she said, do y'all have them as pets? And the woman said, well, sometimes some people are trying to pet, use them as pets. But they have a real fox epidemic going on in the London, England.
Right.
And she was just flabbergasted because she thought it was like a unicorn. It was imaginary.
Right.
Absolutely. It was just fictitious. You can't blame her for that. You can't blame her education for that.
And you can't talk about, first of all, Media Takeout. Real quick. Y'all are not even reputable sources anyway. Everything y'all post is a lie. And you probably got more hits than you have gotten in forever. Don't do that. That's not cool. Don't come for Glorilla. Memphis is gonna stand behind her 10 toes down. You're not finna do that to our girl. Meanwhile, Lil Duval, I guess he didn't realize that Glorilla was gonna come back, because we have the arts of checking. That's something that we do. That we are. If you don't know how to check, you are not Memphis bred and Memphis born. Okay. He
You gotta come back with the comeback.
Right. So he made a post saying anybody born after 2000 name shouldn't be Gloria. She said anybody over the age of 45 shouldn't have Little in their name. And everybody was trying to clown her. Well, Little is about his size and not his age. Baby, listen. It's just like Bow Wow. Bow Wow has sense enough to change his name from Lil Bow Wow to Bow Wow. That little nigga is still little, okay? All right? But he had the sense to say, I'm grown now. Let me change this on over to Bow Wow. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Duval, you could just be named Duval. You ain't got to be named Lil. Okay? You could just be named Duval. I don't blame Glorilla. Get out for these. Leave these people alone. Everybody.
Yeah, I just really think and it was all about, they didn't say anything else about the interview but that part, that she didn't know that foxes was real. And I'm like, you have to think about where she grew up.
We grew up in the hood. What fox is in the hood? Ain't no fox in no. Anybody in Memphis say they done seen the fox, they lying.com, unless they have been outside of the Memphis area where they have foxes. We ain't got no foxes here. I don't care what nobody say. Somebody say, I saw a fox. I'm like, girl, you lying. Get off. You just trying to be pick me. Stop. You do not have. You ain't got no foxes. You ain't got no foxes.
So I was like, that was kind of cruel. And I was just like, that was mean, because they don't realize that she has never seen a fox in her life. So she thinking that it was a fictitious character. She was really surprised that it was real. And she was like, that's real. I wish we have that opportunity where we can show clips, but maybe later on, and
I could have, again, y'all, I'm going through, so I ain't putting together the slides and all that stuff like I normally do and showing the clips. I've been coming to do this. That's what I've been coming to do. I just set it up and go. Hopefully real soon I get to the point where I'm back on it. I'm trying real hard, but I ain't there yet. Normally we show the clips and we show different things. I have not been able to show. I'm gonna get back on it. I promise. Wendy, talk about Jock real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, so apparently Young Jock from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, he had sent someone, the wrong person, $1,800 in Cash App. When he realized he had the wrong person, he tried to send it back. He tried to ask for the money back, and that person blocked him. So they was like, nope, you sent it to me. That's a gift. Thank you very much. And so Young Jock is upset about that. It is hilarious. I saw this on TikTok. Sometimes TikTok be having some news that's going on, and it is hilarious. Okay, yeah. So I just know that if it was me, if he sent me $1,800 and then he requested it, I would have given it back, because it didn't belong to me. That this gnat is about to get on my nerves. There she go. I was saying that if it was me and he would have sent it to me and asked it back and it was a mistake, I would have sent it back. I'm sorry.
I don't know how I feel about that answer. I'm keep it
would have blown my blessing. It would have blown my blessing.
It probably would have blown your blessing to think of it that way. But the average person is not sending that man the $1,800.
The girl, and I said the girl had blocked him. The person blocked him. So just write it off.
Cause you're rich. You're rich. According to you, you're rich.
Let's see how much Jock is worth. Hold on.
I said according to him, that might not be the case, but according to him, he's rich. According to him.
Hold on. Network. What's Young Jock's net worth? He's estimated to be $4 million. This is net worth.
4 million. And then his wife was a high powered attorney. So he got it.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't want to give it away.
That's like $18 to you, do come on.
That's how I feel. That is
But
how
if it was me personally, I would have sent it back.
I probably would have sent it back too. But Jock, bro, you gotta check what you're doing. Pay attention to what you're doing.
Cause I know when Joshua went to Orlando, with his friend, his friend's mom say, well, we got everything, the place to stay, the food, all of that, but we just need the admission to go into Disney World. And I said, cool, how much is that? And they told me over $140 some. I'm like, is this for one day? Cause I'm like, what?
Let me tell you something. Disney ain't cheap. Anybody who said they went to Disneyland on the deal, they had to be a part of some type of travel club. Because when I tell you going by yourself to Disneyland or World or any other Disney,
10 bands.
You finna pay.
And so I told her, I said, okay, so when are you going? She told me what day she was going. I said, okay, how about this? I do some extra Uber Eats and I'll make sure I have the money into you. And so I said, I'll put it in Joshua's account. And then I thought about it. I said, well, because Joshua had a green light card where I can just put money on his card and stuff like that. Yeah. But Joshua never set up a PIN number. So how he's going to get that money out?
I never got Jalen's card. I just thought about that. I'm going to have to send out for another one.
So she said, well, you can cash at me. And I said, send me your Cash App ID. She sent me her ID. I'm just looking, just making sure that I'm sending the right one because it's like over $100 and almost $200 that I'm sending this woman. Right. So it's not no chunk change for me. I had to work for that.
Yeah.
Right. And so she got it. I called her. I said, look, let me know if you got it. I want to make sure that I didn't send it to the wrong person.
You also can do it by their telephone number too. You don't necessarily, you need to verify the ID, but I find it's easier to send it by the telephone number. That way it won't be no mistake that this is this person's cash app. If that makes sense. Yeah.
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 But yeah.
Yeah.
But that was funny though. It was a funny story. He was mad.
It was. I was like, so you just spending money and you expect the folk to give it back? Oh, okay.
My thing was, what was it for?
I don't know what it was for, but maybe a child support payment. I don't know. Not sure. So College Game Day is something that's very, very big with ESPN. I'm not sure if there's ever been an HBCU that has had College Game Day. They probably have, because I want to say we're the first. But we have a huge rivalry against Southern University. We've always had this big rivalry for years and years and years and years and years. And so the Southern Jackson State game is next Saturday. And so ESPN will be in the house for College Game Day. Super exciting. Very good to see, very excited to see that. I've gone to some College Game Days for basketball when UT and University of Memphis have a big rivalry, and I've gone to quite a few of their game days for that. That's always fun to go to. Super excited. I even worked one of those game days where the guy that was back when what's his name that passed, the sports commentator. I can't think of his name right now. It's gonna come to me. The Alpha. And it's gonna come to me. I got to meet him, and I got to meet the other commentators with ESPN that day. It was really, really exciting. So I really, really am excited about this. I love the HBCU love that you're seeing and you're getting to see HBCUs on a higher scale, and so I'm very grateful that they are getting the exposure that they are getting. Yeah, that's what I'm excited about. Very much so. This past week was a great week for Jackson State and HBCU football. A number of HBCUs celebrated their homecomings. Valley, Alcorn. Of course, we did. I feel like Howard's homecoming may have also been this weekend or it's coming up this upcoming week. Um, Spelman's homecoming was this weekend, so it's just a lot of homecoming celebrations and a lot of HBCU love, and I was very grateful. We kicked off our week with Deion Sanders being on 60 Minutes. I thought that was a really, really good interview. If you guys haven't checked it out, go back and watch the playback. I know it's a lot to get through because they do a bunch of stories during the 60 minutes, but you should be able to at least pick up his portion or his interview if you go online. He talks about how he instills discipline in the young men that play for him. When they have to play, they can't wear earrings in their ears. Pants can't be sagging. They are basically, what he is doing is giving them the key to be respectful, to be that person. Interviews, if they're going into interviews and that sort of thing, NFL, some of the training that they're getting on this level prepares them if they want to go to the next level and go to the NFL, if they want to give those interviews, if they want, you see what I'm saying? It kind of gives them that training ahead of time. And so I'm grateful for that and that disciplinarian the discipline that he's instilling in the guys. And when you instill that discipline in your players, and you put that out there and you put them on that regimen to make sure that they have what they need, they can be successful. When Deion first got there, Jackson State we didn't have a winning that spring season. Our season was not a winning season during the 2020 year. When they played in 2021, we went all the way to the SWAC champion, but we didn't win the big bowl game, right? And so with that being said, they're doing what they need to do. They're taking the steps that they need to take. And this past weekend, the game was not the best. Like, I was doing this right here because I was like, the little Campbell school is gonna get us, because I thought for a minute they might have had us and we pulled out the win at the end. They have some things that they have to work on. They're not a perfect team, but they're working through those issues and they're making sure they do what they need to do. And so I'm super excited about it. They had a number of festivities. Shout out to Miss Jackson State, who was from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm very happy about that. One of my friends from school, it's her daughter that's Miss Jackson State. Lord Jesus, we owe. Look, when somebody's child is Miss Jackson State, that is different, honey. That's different. Okay. But shout out to that situation and shout out to that. And then not only that, but we were on Good Morning America on Friday. Michael Strahan went. He interviewed the band. He was there with the football players. He talked to Deion Sanders. One thing that was really, 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 really great was our head drum major is a Latino, and actually was taught by one of my good friends, Carlton Williams, who is the band director in Dallas, Texas, at a high school. And he doesn't get to see, you being far away from home, right? You being far away from home from school, you only get to go home to visit so many times, especially when you don't have the money to travel back and forth. So his last name is Meta. He has a twin brother and his mom, and he and his twin brother were in the band under the direction of Carlton at the high school that they were at in Dallas. And they surprised him with his twin brother and his mom. His mom was a single parent, raised those babies by herself. And they came to the homecoming. He was not expecting it. I thought it was really, really good. And he is the first Latino drum major to be a drum major in the history of the school. So, or to be a Latino drum, he's the first Latino drum major in the history of our school. I'm sorry, I'm getting all tongue tied. So I thought that was really, 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 really exciting. That we had that, and we had the opportunity to see his story. So I'm super excited about that in the journey. We had some celebs that came to our homecoming. Snoop Dogg was there, Rick Ross, Yella Beezy, I don't know who that is. And then of course the cast from the Pink, the cast from P Valley was there. They took pictures with our J sets. Everybody was there. It was a festive time. Super excited. There were two ladies that is on our social media page that are from Kansas, Kansas City, Kansas. If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm saying it right. They have never been to Jackson State. They love football and they love what they saw that was being done, and they came to our homecoming. They got the tickets, they got the plane tickets, they flew in to participate in our homecoming festivities. And that's what it's about. It's not about the bull crap. I titled this Who is SWAC. Let me say this to y'all. I don't want anybody questioning what Deion Sanders is doing, because he's not just doing it for Jackson State, right? He's doing it for HBCUs around, because it not his money, his dollars have gone into Jackson State. His dollars has also gone to Valley. His dollars has also gone to Grambling. He's helped the other HBCUs when they need help. They come running. He is a lot of his comrades in the NFL are now looking like they want to get into coaching. They're looking to come and giving back to HBCUs and coming to coach at HBCUs instead of trying to go to these big schools. So you got those situations that are taking place and going on, and ain't nobody, he is, I think, but a vessel that was brought forth to bring this light onto the HBCUs. We're great universities, great schools, and he's just shining the light on it. And I'm super, super glad that he's been able to do that. I've been talking about my school for the longest. I love Jackson State. I love that experience, the HBCU experience. And let me say this, PWIs, let's talk about how we need to just mind the business that pays us, because a lot of people are now speculating that Deion Sanders is going to come to Memphis. No, he's not. He's not coming here. His kids can't transfer no more. Okay. And he's gonna stay where he is. He's not really interested. He's entertaining the offers from the big schools, but he's not about that life. His goal in life is not to move to one of those schools, at least not right now. We know we're not gonna have him for forever. He's only gonna be here for a short period of time. But and we're grateful for that, at least until his baby girl graduates. She's just started her freshman year this year. So at least until all the babies are through Jackson State, we know we got him. While he's there, his goal is to make an impact, and that's what we're about. I need y'all to stop hating. Please stop hating, because it ain't cute. Hate doesn't look cute on you at all. I saw a post that Jeremy Pierre made, because he said that he claims that Deion Sanders wouldn't give him an interview 2 years ago. Okay, cute child. I need you to get over it. He wouldn't give you an interview 2 years ago. That's fine. And so we just need to pick our little battles. Stop, calm down. But I do think that it was a great opportunity to highlight our school, and a great opportunity to put a light on other HBCUs. And let me say this, we on ESPN and on ESPN Plus and ESPN2 and all of these different stations. We're on these stations because this man pushed for it. So your school, who probably would not have had any type of television coverage at all, is getting that coverage now on the national level. So I think everybody should definitely be grateful for that, if nothing else. So
yeah, I would have gone to a HBCU if my parents would have had the money for it.
Right.
It would have been Clark, Atlanta. Right. I was heartbroken, because every school that I applied to except 2 were HBCUs, and I got accepted to every one of them.
Yeah. And the thing is, now it's more money out there for kids to go to HBCUs. At the time when we were going to school, you had to dang near be perfect in order for them to give you a scholarship. You had to try to find money to make make things work, piece things together, make ends meet, that sort of thing. Because a lot of them, if they weren't a private school, if they were a public school, you had to pay the out-of-state tuition. Those are things and factors that you have to take into consideration as well. So now it's a different world, it's a different ball game. There's a lot more scholarships out there. You can get personal scholarships or private scholarships. You definitely can. Each school has a developmental fund. They may not have a whole lot of funds for the developmental fund, but they got a developmental fund out there. I wanted to go study abroad. I would have been able to get money for that. My mama was like this about it. She was shaky about it. But it's opportunities out there for students to go where they want to go. And so I think it's amazing that students are taking the opportunity to do that. I heard that they trying to block the student loan forgiveness.
They already did. It's blocked. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. They have already did. They said that it's under review.
Here's my thing. Because the majority of us, that's not going to wipe out our student loans. That's what I need y'all to understand. I tried to go to grad school like probably about 4 or 5 times. I owe student loan money for that, right? I owe student loan money for that. On top of the fact that I went to a school out of state for 4 years. The $20,000 is going to be like $20 against my student loans. So I'm still going to have to pay for them bad boys. Ain't nobody forgiving nothing over here.
This is what I love, how President Biden called out the folks that got those PPP loans
and got them forgiven. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people. So let's talk about that. So
and then it was one senator said that forgiveness was for the elite.
Listen, y'all.
The privilege of it all.
Y'all got PPP loans. Not only that, y'all work for the government. So if you work for the government, guess what you can get? Your student loans can be forgiven. So you can't tell me that you paid for your student loans. The majority of y'all can't tell me y'all paid for your student loans and y'all didn't know about the student fee. Because if you work for the government, they've been forgiving your loan. Real talk. If I had still been working for the state of Tennessee, I probably would have been able to get my loans forgiven. You can do that if you are a public servant. So I don't want to hear I paid my student loans. You had the money to pay your student loans. The majority of the people in the United States of America don't have the money to pay. Who has $1,000 and some dollars a month to pay for some student loans? Nobody. If you got kids and you got a family and you got housing costs and that sort of thing, you got to pay rent and utilities and gas and car notes. You ain't got $1,000 just laying around to pay off no student loans. Stop. I did my little 5-second thing and sent it in. So hopefully when they lift the injunction, because then nobody want to touch it. The Supreme Court sent it back down to the lower court, and I thought the lower court had already said no.
Some of the states that are suing, their appeals court just said no.
Yeah, because how selfish do you have to be to come against something like that? You have to be a selfish individual. You literally have to be the most selfish person out there to be like, blah, 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 blah. Come on, man.
Yeah. Hold on. Can we talk about how the Prime Minister of England has resigned after being in position for 44 days?
What happened? Wait a minute. 44 days?
Let me tell you what happened. That's longer than
Kim Kardashian's marriages. What? I mean, not long. That's shorter than Kim Kardashian's marriages. What? Tell me what?
Okay, so apparently she took on one of Trump's economic plans.
Oh, girl.
And the pound, they have pounds, not, their money, their currency, their value went all the way down.
Absolutely, your value went down. Why would you do something that Trump did? First of all, y'all been laughing at us for the last 4 or 5 years, and now all of a sudden, now you want to take on something Trump did? Girl, it didn't work.
And then hold on, okay, so that's one thing that tripped me out. Then apparently some people bought Trump bucks and went to the bank and tried to exchange it for real money and
Y'all
got
got to be
mad.
dumb. At this point, I'm not gonna blame the prime minister. Y'all stupid.
No,
Why did y'all?
I'm talking about Americans. They have bought Trump.
We got dummies over here. We got stupid people over here.
They bought Trump bucks,
and took it
some
to
money
the bank.
with Trump picture on it, and took it to the bank and expect for the bank to exchange it for real money and got mad when he wasn't.
Bruh, I just feel like y'all slow, man. Y'all got to be the slowest people on the planet.
And then you got people like Herschel Walker.
Girl, we had to talk about that idiot tonight. That man.
But did you see the TikToks that I sent you about him? About the things that he said?
We talked about it last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not watch the debate, and I still have not watched the debate. What I will say is, whoever is backing him, y'all just need to stop. That's just not right at all.
And again, I just believe that they're doing it because he is a black man that's gonna do whatever they say, and they using him because he's black, thinking that he's gonna get the black vote.
I don't think he's gonna do what they say. That's the other thing. The problem with people who mentally don't have it all there is they're unpredictable. You know, Kanye West. Let's just use him as a cautionary tale here.
Mm-hmm.
You thought you was gonna be able to control this black man, and so you put him on all them drugs and that medication. And yeah, he was already a little kooky, but he wasn't all the way there until you pumped him with the drugs. You pumped him in because you put him in a whole vicinity and pumped him with none but drugs. Now you crying because he won't do what you want him to do. He's not. Now he did apologize. I think he kept standing 10 toes down with his interview with Piers Morgan, and then he decided to say he's sorry for the people that he hurt. Meanwhile, he's losing partnerships with everybody. Reebok, Balenciaga, everybody.
The woman from Vogue said, "Nope, we're not dealing with him.
He can't come back to the Met Gala. Like, all of that is out." So, and keep in mind, he's a billionaire. He's made his money. Retirement, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna say this is that lawsuit that George Floyd's family has, that needs to go against him. That needs to go against everybody that's in support of this documentary, and they need to have an injunction to stop the documentary that Candace Owens has coming out. I just think that they need to do that. So yes, I am 10 toes down on this is crazy. And everybody would Kanye making sense? Okay, he's making sense. All right, he's making sense. Anybody with sense knows you cannot talk about anybody in the Jewish community and still have everything that you want. You are doing stuff purposely to get out of deals with people because you said they didn't fulfill their end of the bargain. Sue them like normal people do. Instead of out here just talking out the side of your neck. It's crazy. You know, so I don't know what's gonna come of that, but yeah. That's it. We got anything else, Wendy?
Okay, I didn't know if I was on mute or not. Let's see what else we talked about. We talked about Glorilla. No, I think that's it for this week. I think that's it for this week.
Tomorrow, you want to start on Love is Blind tomorrow?
Girl, my question about Love is Blind is, what happened to all these other people?
We had that conversation before, but we're gonna have it again. So we're gonna kick off with the first portion of Love Is Blind. It's back. If you have not checked it out, definitely check it out. So the first 4 episodes are available now, and I'm imagining the next set of episodes will be coming out. Is that Wednesday? So it'll probably be like The Circle, where they released 4 episodes at a time or something like that. And then they do the last set of episodes, depending on how many episodes they do this season. So we shall see.
Girl, because I got a lot of things to say about this
The first 4 episodes. Yeah. It's a lot to say.
Excuse me.
You could have said, "Mom, pass it to me."
What's up, Joshua?
You looking for what now?
My other controller.
I'm almost done, so you ain't gonna have to. Okay, but that's fine. Yes. Josh. Okay, he ain't hear you. He over here trying to find stuff. So yeah, I have so many questions. I am gonna say that there are some predictable things that I expected. Two of the guys, I expected them to act the way that they acted when they saw the people that they let go in the pods. Let me just say that.
I was like, oh, okay, because when Barty saw Raven, he was like, she's the woman that that's my type. But the point of the show is Love Is Blind.
Correct.
Now, you was all up on the woman you were proposed to. You was thinking she was the finer thing since sliced bread, the best thing since.
When you saw the old girl, Raven. The same with Cole. When he saw Colleen. Yes. So we're going to talk about it. So y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow when we discuss the first part of Love Is Blind. There are some shows that have gotten renewed for their seasons that we were waiting on. And we'll just dive into those. I'm going to watch the reality shows tonight. So that we could talk about those tomorrow. So make sure y'all tune in to It's On. Wait a minute. Has the Wonder Years, when does the Wonder Years premiere?
I don't know.
I like talking about them once a week.
Now, what's going on with Tony Danza?
Oh my God, y'all. I have since updated my post. Tony Danza is alive. Tony Danza appeared in Raising Kanan. Oh my freaking God. I didn't say R.I.P. Okay. Didn't say R.I.P. I ain't had no sad. My avatar was happy and it had the thing like not Tony Danza. Now, had I had the tears and said R.I.P., then he would have been dead. I ain't killed Tony Danza off, y'all. Y'all just don't know how to pick up on context clues. The man appeared in Raising Kanan. That's all. That's it. That's all. Lord Jesus. Jesus Lord.
So his character on Raising Kanan must have been ruthless.
He is the head of the mob in New York. That's what he is.
Okay.
Not ruthless. He really didn't have like a huge role. Oh, it's gonna be mid-season. Okay. I don't understand why. Well, I don't like that. Why is it mid-season? Why can't we get a full? I want a full 22 episode. Or did they give me? They only had 17 episodes last season. Why we can't have no full? I don't like that, y'all. I don't like it. Y'all can't be doing the folk like that. I bet the regular Wonder Years got all 20-some episodes of their season. That's all I'm saying. I see some disparities. I need 20-some episodes. I just want to put that out there right now. So they're gonna be mid-season. So we have to wait to do that. And then we need to get some shows to put on the weekly roundup to talk about.
Now, have you started watching American Horror Stories?
I haven't. Maybe I'll start this weekend, but I have not. I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's a new thing coming out on Hulu. I don't know if you saw it, called The Hair Tales.
I watched it today. I meant to mention it to you. So I watched it. I watched the first 2 episodes today.
Was
One
it
had
good?
Oprah on it. Yes, one had Oprah on it, and the other had Issa Rae. I fell asleep
Mhm.
on Issa Rae's episode though, because I was in and out of sleep. But they're talking about, like, kind of their journey with hair. And so Oprah's tale is probably a lot of women's tale, being in, a
In the
corporate
news.
setting or being
Mhm.
on the I because I have a thing about us black girls on the news. You got the studio hairdresser, and you got your hairdresser that you go to, and sometimes I feel like some of the black reporters, they let whoever do the hair for the studio do the hair for the studio, and they don't let their own person do the hair. And then on top of
Mhm.
that, there is a lot of and we can talk about that tomorrow. If you can watch the first 2 episodes by tomorrow, we can put that in our little lineup tomorrow.
Okay.
um and it's a 6-part series, so it's going to be coming on Saturdays. So after Love and Marriage, Huntsville, it comes on Saturday night. So I think it's going to be quite interesting. But I really like it because it just kind of takes you down their journey. And then in between, they have commentary. Kim, I think her name is Kimball. She's a hairstylist. So it's her and some other ladies in a beauty shop setting, and they're just kind of talking about their own personal journey with hair. So it's really, really interesting. I like it. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna go back and rewatch Issa's episode tomorrow, probably when I get in,
Mhm.
because I'm gonna try to watch House of Dragon tonight before I go to bed. Um, and it just really takes you through their journey. So of course it starts with Oprah, because Oprah has had a hair journey. We have seen her hair journey throughout the years, but we don't know some of the stories behind the hair journey, if that makes sense. So I'm very interested in talking about that too, because that'll be really, really good. So y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night, because we over here having a whole production meeting with y'all.
Mhm.
For it's make sure y'all tune in. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Make sure y'all are here, y'all are listening. Any ideas for the size up, any topics you want to discuss, anything you want to hear about, make sure you hit us up. Facebook at the size up, Instagram, the size of 2102. And also make sure y'all hit us up at the size of 2102 at Gmail for our email account as well. And follow us, like and subscribe to the size up. Let me switch the banner, Jesus. Whew. This Size Up Official Podcast over on YouTube. Make sure y'all are following us, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that when we go live, y'all can join in on the conversation. And y'all always get the playback, because I get notifications all the time from my favorite YouTubers, and I go back and watch. So make sure y'all are a part of that journey. Wendy, tell them how they can reach you.
Oh, okay. You can go on Facebook, look up Wendy Edinburgh Smith, and also Wendy Edinburgh Smith, independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Um, my TikTok and Instagram is VLux76, VEELUX76, and my Mary Kay website is www.marykay.com/WEDINGBOURGH.
You guys can also reach me on Facebook, Vix Kids Faith More, Twitter and Instagram at Vix Kids Faith. I don't know what my TikTok handle. I think it's Jason. I don't know. I'm gonna have to change it. But make sure you guys are following us. Like pages, follow us. Join. Look, add to our joy. Make sure y'all over on the sides up too. We like commentary back and forth. So
Yes.
make sure y'all hit us up. That is all we have for you guys tonight. We will see you again tomorrow night here at 8 o'clock for It's On. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Bye.